Ice Fails is back, baby.
If you forgot your gree at home, if your belayer's not paying attention, if you don't wear a helmet to protect your dome and your rope has failed inspection, if you think that chalk is aid and you take big whippers all day, it's time to watch these scary tales and learn something from climbing fails with Joshua Perry.
That's right, it's that time of year again where everyone's getting their ice axes out and having some ice fails. So let's go over some fails today. I'm getting kind of swamped and we'll talk about them. Oh look, notification. So I've been asked to add a little beta to the last ice fails episode in the first fail. You can see here what it looks like is he pulls up the ice axe, but the angle of the ice axe, it could also have been that he pried down on the ice axe, creating a lever action which popped his ice axe right out. To see a full review on that ice fail, check out the last ice climbing fails ice edition first episode. Okay, let's see. Let's check this next one out. Whoa. Yes, ice is a whole nother game, man. A whole different animal. Don't think you can just grab a trax and stick it on a rope and you'll be fine. If your rope, they sell special ropes, climbing ropes that have water resistance, waterproofing material on them so they stay more dry. I think they're just labeled as dry ropes. And that'll help your rope collect less ice and stuff, and collect less water and possibly not be as frozen stiff. But that doesn't even matter because ice could get within the teeth of these devices, and it's a whole different game if you want to rope solo ice climb. Not even sure. I think if I was going to do it, I'd probably use some type of Prusik, but I haven't tested that out. I don't have enough experience to say exactly how to do that, so that would be a whole other episode of research and everything. But yeah, don't think this season you can just hop on a rope and do some rope soloing while ice climbing. You might end up with some problems. Okay, this here is called self-arresting. When you take a fall, you want to roll over quick and get your ice axe in and dig it in. It doesn't look like these guys look like they're just playing games, but this would be good practice. That snow's kind of loose. Let's see if we can find another one of that same kind of fail. Okay, this looks like a more serious clip of an accident that was prevented. Whoa, he's slipping. There he goes. Oh, quickly digging that. Ooh, boy. If he went over the edge, he would have been going for a ride. It would have been better if he was a bit quicker with that. It was kind of like a side thought. It wasn't like a quick reaction. It was like, oh, wait, I'm falling. Hey, now it looks like he completely lets go of his axe. So if you start falling again there, that's why I always recommend you have your tools attached to you. You can't drop them. The ice axe goes and takes a ride. Where's your ice axe going to go? Here it is in slow-mo. Especially on something this far and high. If something goes flying away from you, you're never getting it back. Here's another example of this. This is sent in by Martin. I'll have to link his Instagram somewhere. But let's see what he gets into here. It's become really popular not to be tied into your ice axes. And I don't know. Not for me. I'd rather be tied in my ice axes. I don't like dropping things. You can see the ice axe is really well placed there. It's stuck in the ice, so technically that ice axe ain't going anywhere. But if you fall, your ice axe is going to be above your head. Oh, there you go. Bye! Bye, ice axe. So now what do you got to do? You got to rappel all the way back down, retrieve your ice axe, which could be buried in like 6 feet of snow, so you're going to be searching for it. I don't understand. If you're gonna be, I think if I was gonna be like doing a small top rope section of ice climbing, yeah, sure, you don't have to tie in. You can make maybe more complicated moves and things like that. Anything that's multi-pitched where you're gonna drop your tool and it's gonna be gone forever, what are you gonna do? Bring an extra ice axe? They're pretty cheap. I mean, they're not cheap. They're like what, a couple $300 maybe up for one. So maybe you should also bring an extra ice axe if you're doing multi-pitching. You think about it because you might end up breaking a tip or something like that. So that maybe that's an argument to be had. But you drop your ice axe, it's gone. You're going back down and you're gonna have to go searching for it. Thanks for sending this one in, Martin. We got some more leashless ice axing going on here. And then the one he's on pops. If you're gonna be on to one ice pick, you better have that thing solid. It's gotta be really dug in there. Luckily, he's like right on that piece right there. He's not above it. He's not falling down on it. Everyone knows the #1 rule in ice climbing is you don't fall. So every single thing should be solid, especially your feet. Your feet in ice climbing, super important. They have to be rock solid, right in the ice, purchased correctly on the ice. You should always be watching where your feet are going. Your feet have to be solid. Then your ice picks have to be solid in there. This guy looks like that ice pick just wasn't solid. It's not like a piece of ice came flying off with him. It's not like the ice popped, you know, that's one thing. The ice breaks off. But it looks like just his piece just kind of pops off out of there. And that could be also from kind of prying on it the wrong way, bad technique, having your ice axe pop out. And now he's not tied into his ice axe, so he's taking a fall. There's an argument to be had if he fell and he was tied into the ice axe, would the next ice axe catch his fall, or would it pop off and then come flying at him? You know, if you're not, I guess there's an argument to be had. I'd like to hear all the arguments down in the comments below. I think you should have your ice axes tied in. You know, your belayer doesn't have to dodge an axe if an ice axe comes falling down. And if you're in a position like that, you could cinch up on your ice axes. You could cheat, and you could have your ice axes there, and you're basically on aid. I mean, what is ice climbing not aid? I mean, basically is. You're using tools anyway. I don't know. I don't see the point. I don't see the point of it. Okay, it's time for a bonus content that's been sent in. Let's see what we got here. Someone going for repel. Oh, one of those tactical repels. Ooh, that's gotta feel good.
You okay?
If she lost control of that blade of ice, she'd have been gone. Okay, we do have a good lesson here. This guy on the ground was able to control her abseil by holding the rope. So if you see someone that's having a hard time or can't rappel down on their own, you could grab the rope and you could assist their rappel. So that's a good lesson learned here. But yeah, typically have good control of your rappel. Don't do it backwards. You might have a fail. Well, this one goes out to all my rope technician friends. What do you think about this one? How much do I have to pay you to do this, huh? Mad, man. Tied into the work and what is going on here? Crazy. All right, that about wraps it up for today's Climbing Fails episode. I hope you learned something, got some takeaways. Maybe save somebody from rope solo ice climbing this year and taking a long ride, or dropping an ice axe or two. If you found this useful, share it, comment, like, subscribe. Check out our Discord, our merch store, and all the other things will be linked down in the description below. Joshua Perry, climbing out of here.
I got a little rock jump today. Wow.